What's up, guys? I'm Mike D'Antonio, founder and CEO of StockedUp, and welcome back to the Stocks with Mike and Tom show. We have an amazing episode for you guys here today. There are so many opportunities in the stock market right now, and I feel like I've been saying this every day, but every day that goes on this week in the market, we're just getting more and more opportunities. In the beginning of the week, we made a lot off of Apple and Microsoft's big run-up and break of all-time highs. And now we're looking for some more bearish plays on the market overall. There are so many opportunities in the stock market right now, so many great opportunities to make money. And as we speak, futures are falling right now. So Tom, so right now futures are down how much?
Let me go to the Dow really quick. They're down 200 points already.
Already. So we're going to get to the exact plays later in this video, but I just want to say before we officially start, you guys are the best. So I just want to say thank you so much for all of you guys who are watching. We really appreciate all of your comments, all your support, all your likes, sharing the channel, subscribing. You guys are the best. We aimed for a like goal of 300 likes on the last video. You guys broke over 440. So you guys are just the best. Tom and I are so grateful for you guys, and we're going to share a lot of great opportunities in this video. So if you guys like this video, we'd really appreciate it. If you like it again, we're going to aim for 500 likes on this episode. So thank you guys so much. So there's a ton of opportunities, and we're going to get into that in 1 second. But if you guys are new here, don't forget to subscribe. So Tom, let's get right into it. What went on in the market today?
Yeah, the biggest thing was that the Fed left rates unchanged, and they left them at 0.25%. And they also indicated that the rates will stay low for some time. And they also said that the committee expects to maintain this target range until it is confident that the economy has weathered recent events and is on track to achieve its maximum employment and price stability goals, which is amazing for the market. That obviously, I mean, terrible. It obviously made the market go down, but that's good for a long-term look for the market. But the thing is that's indicating that the market's doing terrible right now. And they also said that the pace of inflation will continue to be the key driver for future monetary policy, and it's forecast to drop to a rate of 0.8%, down from 1.9% previously. Although the central bank has no plans to rein in quantitative easing, pledging to maintain the current pace of bond purchases over the coming months to support the flow of credit to households and businesses, which that's good for the market, but still the market's doing terrible right now. And they're forecasting inflation to drop to 0.8%, which is getting very close to deflation.
Yeah, exactly. So guys, keep in mind, the Federal Reserve is never going to say, hey guys, the market's about to crash. Hey guys, the economy sucks right now. They're never going to say that because their job is to keep the market stable and to keep the market up and to have certainty. So they're never going to say, hey guys, the market sucks right now. What they're going to do instead is they're going to say things in kind of like a weird way, and that's exactly what happened today. So yesterday we called out to the market. We're figuring the market to fall, right? And we kind of have to look between the lines in what the Fed chairman Jerome Powell said today. So like Tom said, they're keeping rates unchanged, and that's what everyone wanted. However, it sounds good. It sounds great that they're keeping rates unchanged, but in reality, in between the lines of what the chairman Fed Powell is saying, it's actually, there's a lot of bad things going on with the economy overall right now. And the first of them is the inflation rate. They're expecting it to go to 0.8% from 1.9%. So that's obviously horrible. Like deflation, we're getting closer and closer to that deflation level. And that is horrible for the market. Horrible. So yeah, keep that in mind. So another big thing is the Feds said that they're expecting unemployment to stay high. Obviously, that's not a good sign. It's horrible for the economy. They're expecting a slow economic recovery, they said. On the bright side, though, they are going to spend $80 billion a month in treasuries and $40 billion in mortgage-backed securities. So pretty much they are buying mortgages. So pretty much it'll be a little bit easier to get a mortgage now. They're pretty much just like giving banks kind of like a sense of security almost. they're buying the mortgages, and it's going to make it easier for banks to lend out to people. So banks aren't going to be as scared, but that's a good sign for the market. It's good that they're buying these treasuries. It's good that they're buying these mortgages, right? That's a good thing. But why are they doing this? If the market was, amazing like it was 2 years ago or even last year, they probably wouldn't be doing what they're doing now. So you have to look between the lines. Don't look at what they're saying, look at what they're doing. Because they're never going to say, you are never going to hear the chairman of the Federal Reserve say, hey guys, the market sucks, the market's going to fall. They're never going to say that. You have to read between the lines. And they also said, the Fed said that they see the GDP tumbling by 6.5% in 2020, but then they see it bouncing back 5% in 2021. These are just projections. But as of how it stands right now, it looks like this Fed meeting was not good for the market, and the market is going to take a couple of days to digest this. There's not just going to be a major fall today or tomorrow. I mean, there might be a big fall, but most likely this is going to be kind of like a continuation play. We might see 10 to 14 days of down days in the market before we move on to like the next short-term trend. So keep that in mind, and hopefully that helped you guys. So now we're going to get on to the momentum plays for tomorrow. The momentum plays from yesterday absolutely killed it. This week in the market has just been amazing. Like, honestly, the past 3 weeks have been amazing, and there's more and more and more opportunities every day. So with the first momentum play, we have JP Morgan, and this play is to the downside. So JP Morgan to the downside. Tom, what levels are we looking out for?
Yeah, they're already down big in after hours. I would look for them to go below 104.
Yep, 104. So you guys heard Tom. If JP Morgan breaks below 104, we will be looking at this in a bearish sense, meaning buying puts, okay? So honestly, you could go 104 or even 105, honestly. Like if it opens up at 105 and you want to play it a little risky, I mean, I would probably buy puts on there too, but I'm not feeling too hot about the banking sector right now. JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, any of those things, I'm not feeling too hot on them right now for the upside. And then next one, we have USB, which is also in the financial sector.
Yep, U.S. Bank to the downside. They just broke below 39, so I'd watch for them to go below like 38.75 or 38.50, depending how far they fall in after hours still.
Yeah, absolutely. So you guys heard Tom, and then we have Zoom, and I believe this play is to the upside.
Yeah, Zoom, of course. They've been going up nonstop lately. I'd watch for them to break 220, 221, 221.75.
221.75, and Zoom is kind of one of those powerhouse stocks lately. Once they get momentum, they'll run for a couple days, so this could be a good play. Then we have Tesla, which is also a powerhouse stock that had an amazing day in the markets today, breaking all-time highs.
Yeah, that's insane. Tesla broke $1,000, and I posted it out in the Facebook group. Well, I just can't believe it. They broke $1,000. I didn't think that they'd break their all-time high. I thought maybe they would hit it and then fall back down, but they did end up breaking it. And I wonder how far Tesla can go. There's been a ton of articles coming out saying Tesla has been evaluated at like $10,000 by certain people and stuff like that. And that would be insane if Tesla hit $10,000 a share.
Yeah. I mean, you always got to be careful with these analysts. I mean, some of these analysts, like, they drive me crazy with some of their predictions, but that would be
crazy. I know, it's crazy. Like really, do they expect us to hit 10,000 a share? But I mean, no one ever expected to even hit 1,000. So, oh man, I mean, just with Tesla's movement, I just have no idea what it's going to do anymore.
Yeah, I mean, look, I like Tesla to the upside, right? I think they're a great company. I think they have amazing growth potential. But I'm just saying some of these analysts just pull random numbers, and sometimes it just don't the moral of the story is be careful what you hear from analysts. They're wrong more than you think they are.
Yeah, keep in mind that they really love being heard too. So anything to draw attention to them is better for them. So
right, that's a big thing. It's all about like attention with them. But another big thing is like I wonder if Elon still thinks his stock is too high.
Yeah, that'd be funny. I hope he makes another tweet. I saw some people talking about that in the Discord earlier.
That'd be funny. So yeah, I mean, those are the momentum plays for tomorrow. You guys heard all of the levels to watch out for. But now we're going to be talking about the unusual options activity for tomorrow. And this one's a good one. We are looking at Boeing. Boeing had an amazing week last week. And the stat modeling team and I really profited off of Boeing this week to the downside, but there's also more opportunity. So we're looking at the Boeing $197.50 puts that expire this week. Someone put about close to $3 million in them. So this could be an amazing play. Boeing is really, I mean, they had such a big run up, and plus with the overall downtrend overall with Boeing and then the market moving down, I think this play has a ton of potential. I think it's a good potential buy candidate. So the Boeing $197.50 puts that expire this week, June 12th, and someone put about $3 million in them. Boeing's breaking support as we speak right now. So yeah, awesome stuff. So now we're going to answer all of your guys' questions from the previous episode. So with the first question, we have Keith saying, "What's up, Mike and Tom? What are your thoughts on Sony? The PS5 announcement tomorrow seems to be helping to boost the stock." So Sony is SNE, and they have a lot of momentum. Look, I like the setup. I like everything about it. However, I do not like the market overall right now, and for that reason, I personally wouldn't play it right now. They have the momentum. It could be a good play, but it's just not a play for me.
Yeah, and keep in mind that if it does fall, they will still go up in the long term from those PS5 sales, like whenever the PS5 actually starts to come out.
Yeah, yep, exactly. And then let's see, we have next. So we have Eon saying, "If the market opens above the price you guys say, does this mean it will still bull/bear?" So I believe you're referring to the momentum plays, and yes. So for example, let's say, just for super easy references, let's say we look at Boeing, and let's say we say to the downside to watch it break 200. If it is at like 199 in pre-market, then yes, you could still short it or buy puts on it. Then we have Steven saying, "Great content, fellas. First listen and became a fan. What do you guys think about Nikola? Bought in at $21 and it has skyrocketed. I'm debating on selling and rebuying if it falls. What are your thoughts?" So first of all, I just want to say huge congratulations. You have a pretty nice profit right now. Personally, I would sell. I think that it was kind of like a pump and dump, and I'm not a huge fan of the company overall. What do you think, Tom?
Yeah, definitely. I know we were talking about it before, and I did like it on the way up whenever it had this nice momentum. But since it's on the way down, I definitely would have sold on one of these days whenever it was going up for sure. Yeah, I would definitely get out. It looks like it's bleeding in after hours today as well.
Yeah. And then we have Jay saying, "What are your thoughts on mRNA?" So they're one of the stocks that really ran up with the coronavirus, like vaccine and cure type stocks. I think they're a decent hold for the long term, but personally, like it's too risky for me to hold it for the long term. I just think there are better opportunities right now. Like I'm a short term trader, right? So I think there are a lot better opportunities right now on the market overall, like especially in the financial sector. Look at Bank of America, stocks like that. I think there's a lot more opportunity over there right now. I just think it's kind of like one of those 50-50 plays.
Yeah, me too. It's kind of in a little triangle right now, kind of like I drew out. And it could go either way from here. And honestly, with the momentum it had during the coronavirus, I would honestly say it's going to go down. So that's just my own prediction. But
Yep. And then we have Hassan saying, "What do you guys think about Bud calls for September?" So I would buy short-term puts on them. I would not buy calls on them, but that's just me, and that's just from just like a little quick analysis. I just think they're a little bit overextended right now, and they might be decent for calls for September. But I personally, if I were to trade them, I would go with short-term puts. And then we have, let's see. Zay said, "Should I touch on the airlines? And if so, which ones? Love your videos, bro. I have made good money because of your info." So thank you so much for that comment. American Airlines is going to be the most volatile airline stock. They have the worst balance sheet. So if you want to trade one of the airline stocks, I would go with American Airlines. It's the most volatile. If you want to invest in one long term, I believe Southwest would be one of the better candidates because they have a way better balance sheet. So personally, I wouldn't trade airlines right now. Like I said, I like the financial sector right now. Bank of America, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, things like that. And then we have, let's see, we have Charlie saying, "Incredible video, straight up to the point. Stay up." Absolutely. We have Gina saying, join the team. Love to hear that. And then we have Christopher saying, what are your thoughts on housing/mortgage stocks like MITT, IVR, and TWO? So MITT, IVR, and TWO, they're all like penny stocks. So I wouldn't trade any of them. I just think there's a lot better opportunities right now. And especially with everything going on in the market right now, there's a potential mortgage crisis. So I definitely would not be touching these at all. So, and I just want to touch on something real quick. Like you look at IVR, right? It went from $18 down to about $1.82. You know, any stock that does that, they do it for a reason. So there's definitely something fundamentally wrong with the company. And for that reason, I would not touch this. Then we have Elijah saying, very profitable week. It has been Mike and Tom. I find it interesting how you guys analyze a stock's past movement to determine future price movements. Are there specific situations for considering past movements? Does the past have any impact on how you place your trade? For example, call buy/put sale, or is this only determined by the options current IV? So that's a good question. So to answer your question, yes, the stock's past movements do determine future price movements in my strategy. It plays a big role. However, in terms of like buying puts, buying calls or like selling puts, that's mainly determined by the implied volatility. So like, for example, let's just say I think the market's going to fall, right? If the implied volatility is high, I would sell calls because options are expensive. However, if the implied volatility is low, like it is now, then I would buy puts because options are cheap. So like that's kind of how it works. But a stock's history does make a big impact in how I trade. And then we have Ape saying, thank you guys so much for everything you do. I was down to 400 going into Thursday, June 4th. It's now June 10th, and I'm up over $5,000 profit in just 4 trading days. Best group ever. So thank you so much for that. And then we have, let's see, Hunter buying more into his Boeing long-term position. Awesome stuff if it pulls back. We have Mac talking about the VIX. Yep, I really, really, really like the VIX. Looking really good. And then we have KJ saying, did I make a mistake buying a call on Gush and XLV? Well, these are
probably.
Like, yeah. Yeah, it looks like it. Honestly, if I were you, I would just cut losses. But that's just me, and I like to play things safe. I think there's a lot better opportunities right now playing the market overall to the downside.
Man, Gush has fallen 30% in the past 2 days. That's crazy.
I mean, that is insane. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, that's what you get when you're playing leveraged ETFs. So, you know, like that's the game you're playing.
Yeah.
We have, let's see, next one. We have Janita saying, these guys are legit. Made my money back already from the first trade with stat modeling. Love that. So speaking of that, if you guys want to trade these same options that Tom and I trade every single day, you could do that by clicking the stocked up options alerts in the link in the description down below. We are raising prices tonight. We have been absolutely killing it lately. We made a trade on Boeing on Monday, and that was called out at about 300. Today, that same play went over $1,000. All the wins, all the losses are posted on the YouTube channel you're watching now every single Saturday. We have a 90% win rate. Like I said, all wins, all losses are posted publicly. We are raising prices today. So, you know, we're doing an amazing, I mean, we're having just an amazing month especially. So if you guys want to join, prices are rising today. Once you sign in, or once you sign up, you will lock in that price forever. It will never rise for you. Okay, and then we have Jacob saying hedge with SPXU. Yep, that's well, SPXU is to the upside. So wait, no, SPXU is to the downside. Yeah, SPXU is to the downside. So that stock will go up when the market falls. And then we have, let's see, looking for the next one. Let's see. Next comment we have. So we have Salim saying, Mike, if you were to give an educated guess on when the next major pullback will occur, when would it be? Great video, by the way. 5,000 subscribers soon. So honestly, I mean, like Tom and I already talked about in yesterday's video, I think it's time for a pullback, and I think it's going to come soon. And I think the Fed meeting's going to have a big impact on it. So I like it. I think the pullback is overdue. What do you think, Tom?
Yeah, I really like it. We're already 3 days in the red right now, and we called it perfectly a couple days ago, guys. We said we really thought there'd be a pullback right here after this green day, and then just like that, three red days in a row.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, I mean, it's everything in the market right now is going really good, especially for our place. So we
Yeah.
have Perfect saying, wonder what your thoughts are on GE for the short term. Does it still have any more fuel left in the tank? GE short term, I would say it's ready to make a move to the downside.
Yeah, I would too. I would say it's gonna probably come back down to a level of like 650 or 640 by the time it's done.
Yep. And then we have Johnny saying, what about crowd? CRWD. I mean, it's definitely doing pretty good today. It looks like kind of like one of those slower movers. I would not buy
That looks
calls
like a
on it.
Facebook setup, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it looks very similar actually. Yeah, it looks really similar to Facebook. Looks like it's lagging like a couple days behind Facebook, but I wouldn't buy calls on it due to the overall market conditions. But at the same time, I wouldn't buy puts because it has shown that like almost like resistance to the market. So for that reason, I just wouldn't play it because I think there are better opportunities, especially in the financial sector right now, and just on the market overall. Like you could buy puts on the SPY, you could buy calls on the VIX. Like I really, really, really like those setups. Especially with SPY and VIX. Okay, and then we have Jay saying, "Hey, Mike and Tom, had my first $900 day thanks to stat modeling. Could have been a lot more, but still working on letting my winners run. Thanks for the great calls. Absolutely. So stat modeling is the stocked up options alerts in the description down below if you want to sign up. Prices are rising tonight. And he said, can you guys look at work? Let's see. He has a put option. So work put options, 619.29 strike put. I don't know, Tom. What do you think about this?
Yeah, I'm not sure if I like this or not. It's kind of bouncing off of this SMA right here. And if it does start to fill this gap back up, I mean, that's definitely not going to be a good play for you. But it could be a good play if it keeps having that downward momentum and keeps falling. But it's just one of those plays that's kind of about 50-50 for me. I personally wouldn't play it though.
Yeah, me either, to be honest. And then we have, let's see. Let's see. Looking for the next question. We have a ton of people just saying awesome things in the comments. So I just want to say thank you guys so much. You guys are the best. And then we have Dave saying, would you recommend entering into the VIX now, VXX? What percentage would it go up if the market goes down? Roughly, LOL. So it just depends. I mean, it could go up 200%. It just depends. But most likely, I mean, looking at it right now, I mean, I would say at the worst case scenario, I would say probably it'd go up 100%, but that's the worst case scenario. Like that would be if there's a hard fall in the market. Honestly, I like the VIX right now. I think it has a lot of upside potential. I do like the VIX because the market, this will definitely go up when the market falls. So I do like the VIX. And then we have guys saying the one thing I've learned since I joined is every time I step out on my own, I lose. From now, I'm only playing your picks. Thanks for making me some money, Mike and Tom. Love to hear that. Then we have Angie saying, thank you so much, guys. I can always count on learning something new every day when I watch your videos. Thank you so much for the constant support, Angie, and the amazing questions. And then we have, let's see. So then we have Sebastian saying, in regards to the Fed meetings, the interest rates are rates on the market as a whole in general. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Mike and Tom. So with the interest rates, it's what the Federal Reserve charges banks. So that's how it works. Like for example, like you can't get like a 0.2 for 2 point. You cannot get a 0.25% rate on your mortgage right now. It's just like what like the banks charge each other. And then we have Janoy saying, keep up the good work, guys. Very informal and decisive. Your channel will grow. So thank you so much. And then we see Joe saying, I noticed MGM is opening new places beginning of July. What do you make for that stock? Good or bad, up or down? Thanks. MGM, I would say to the downside in the short term.
Yeah, me too. Even though the casino's opened, we did say that whenever they opened, it would probably not be as strong as it was. And if the market starts going down again, then they're just not going to be as strong again. So it's just a lose-lose scenario right now because they can only fill up to like half capacity right now anyways.
Yeah, and then we have Jerry saying, congrats on the success. I'm glad I found your channel. Thank you so much. We have an amazing comment from Brady saying, I like the video before watching. Awesome. And then Matt said the same thing. So awesome. Thank you guys so much. And then we have Richard, glad to be part of the group. And then Ace checking in. Love it. So yeah, awesome stuff, guys. I mean, everything's going amazing right now in the market, and we just can't thank you guys enough. I mean, the support has been unreal. We're going to shoot for 500 likes on this video. So if you guys learned something or just like the video, we'd really, really appreciate if you comment. I mean, if you comment, yeah, that would help grow the channel, but also like. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to see our daily videos on your homepage every single day. So with that being said, Tom, do you have any last minute stocks, options, anything to watch out for in the market tomorrow?
Yeah, one other stock I'd watch for is IDEX, which is IDXX. They broke highs today and actually kept their high as the day went on. And they are that stock that was coming out with some new medical stuff. So definitely check them out. They could keep going up for a nice continuation play tomorrow.
Absolutely. So right now we have Dow futures down about 200 points, looking like a red day tomorrow, but there's a lot of variables still. There's still a ton of time before the market opens. But guys, yeah, there's a ton of opportunities in the stock market right now. If you guys want to trade the exact same options that Tom and I trade every single day, click the Stocked Up Options Alerts link in the description down below. It's been doing amazing lately. The last trade we had was a Boeing trade that went from $300 to over $1,000 in 2 days. So if you guys want to check it out, feel free. You could cancel your subscription at any time, and we are raising prices on that tonight. So if you guys want to check it out, feel free. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. If you guys have any questions or anything, let us know in the comments down below. But other than that, thanks for watching.